Welcome to another exciting episode of Red Cheating Stories. My name is and today I'm going to share the story of Mina before moving towards the story. If you guys haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and press the for the latest updates. Mina says my name is Mina and I was the only child of my father and he loved me very much. My father admitted me to the biggest school in the city. On the very first day of school, a girl came to me. Her name is Lady. She came and met me as if she knew me from my childhood. She said, "You are very rich from today. You are my friend, come with me." I don't understand how she befriended me so quickly. But at school when it was lunchtime to eat and drink, she did a strange thing that let me know what she was thinking. Then I saw that a poor girl was sitting in the canteen of the school and no one was ready to invite her. Lily said she's not like us. We are eating a chicken sandwich and she brought lunch from home. No one is friend with her. I was very angry with Lily. I said at that time that your thinking is very small. And I went and sat next to that girl and gave her my lunch. Her name was Polly. At that day, the whole school knew that I and Liv were with each other and I had no interest in antagonizing her. My mother didn't teach me, to do all this. She used to tease me that her nails were cuter than mine. And I used to hold my head. Since that day, Lily became a villain for me, for God's sake. She tried to compete with me in everything. The whole school knew that we were enemies of each other. I always thought that what kind of a girl is she? Not only that she tried to harm me in many places, but I ignored her every time, thinking that I can't be like her. One day when I came home from school. So a big shock came over when I got to know that her father had left us, taking everything with him. And now we had nothing, but they have left us a debt of millions which my mother has sent to her house. And now we had needed a house, not a car, but my mother promised me that she will not take me out of this expensive school because I had friends here whom I did not want to live without. That has left us, and now we had nothing, but I don't know how did Lie know this. She went and one day she said this in front of the whole school. Now everyone looked at me with bad eyes and looked down on me, that it was a school for the rich and there was no time for the poor child, but it didn't matter to him because trouble in life could happen to anyone. If it happens to me today, it could happen to anyone else as well. I don't care about these things. I wasn't one to complain about life and fate, but life and fate did something that surprised me too. And that was that my mother married Lily's father because her mother had also left them. Thus she became my half-sister. First of all, my mother told me this. I didn't tell Lady and waited till marriage. And on the day of marriage, when Lily saw me, it was as her parrots have flown away. She asked her father to divorce her mother because she cannot be my stepsister. She's a poor girl. She is like this. She is like that. And because she had said this in front of everyone, her father has to slap her in front of everyone and scold her so much. I became a part of the family. And then another storm came into my life, and now this storm was to be as big as it can. I had to bear the effects of that storm for the rest of my life. And what it was that one day when I came back home from school, I saw my face. I had some strange marks on my face. Those marks were completely white. I noticed that they were not there, not only on my face but all over my body. My mother immediately took me to the hospital. The doctor gave us the bad news. Doctor said that it was a skin disease and now I would have the same problem for the rest of my life. Well, you have to live with the disease because there is no cure for it yet. I didn't have any itchings or any pain. Those marks were, very bad to look at. As soon as I came home from the hospital, I locked myself in my room. I cried for 2 to 3 days and I didn't eat anything. And then my mother explained to me that beauty is related to the heart and soul and not to the body and face. And in that sense, you're the most beautiful girl in this world. I trust you. Eat something that happened to me was not a small thing, but now it was also true, that I had to live my life with it. So I wiped my tears and somehow accepted it all because it was a big problem. I don't know whether I was ready to accept it at all or not. So I came up with a way. I hit my face in a makeup, so it was not easy for me to accept it. So I came up with this too, I headed from the world and started wearing full clothes. Everyone made fun of me wearing such clothes in summer, and Lily was also shocked. Maybe she got suspicions of me, but I didn't want her to tell me this, because that way she would have ruined my life. She didn't leave any chance. This turned out to be a big deal for her. One day I met a boy and my mom was okay with it because there was no narrow-minded attitude in our house. My mother told me that if you like a boy, tell me as long as you guys can go out and talk to each other. And this news came with a lot of struggle, and the boy's name was Alan. I hang out with him, and he expressed his love for me and said he likes me a lot and he can give, a beautiful life to me as well. One night he sneaked into my room here. I told him what he was doing. He said he came here to propose to me. He held my hand, the lights were out and I was not wearing makeup, but he can't see me properly. He was making promises to spend his whole life with me. Suddenly, Lily came there and she turned on the lights. The scene that was seen was very surprising for them. They saw me with no makeup on. I was hoping Lily that would say bad things, which she did. She said, "What kind of disease do you have?" left there without saying anything. The next day again, a storm came. I saw Lily and Alan together. They were holding each other's hands and Alan was telling the same things that he had told me, that I can even give my life for you. I immediately told Alan, "What kind of a person are you? And what kind of a soil are you made of yesterday? You were telling me that you are my friend, you're my life, and now you are talking to my stepsister." He said, "I don't want to stay in your life because you are not good at all. Looking at you all day." Both wrenched my heart a lot because no matter how hard you try, but such things hurt you a lot. I came home and again, spent 2 or 4 days crying. But that time we reached college at 2. My Lily used to do the same thing. She found out about my secret and started blackmailing me. He said that if you do or go against me and say anything, I will tell the whole college about your true identity. I was afraid of this kind of thing. I didn't want everyone to know my secret. If I wasn't so afraid of my secret being revealed, why would I wear makeup every day for so many years? I was afraid, and the whole problem was here, and Lily was taking advantage of this. The biggest clue was in her hands. Now, I was helpless in front of her. She took all my things from me and I couldn't do anything. And then my life took a new turn, and the name of this turn was Arthur. The newcomer in the college was the most handsome boy in our college. All the girls were crazy about him. There was a lab around and all the girls were dying to be Arthur's partner. I didn't care where he came to me that same day and said, "He is my lab partner. Can he sit here?" I happily said, "Yeah, why not?" by mistakes. I opened a chemical and due to its pungent smell, I fainted there. And then he immediately picked me up and took me to the college hospital and sat by my side till I recovered. When I opened up my eyes, he was sitting beside me. I was shocked and asked him, what was he doing? He said that he didn't want to leave us until I got better. I was very impressed. I like that. He sat for me. I started to like him because he was a brave person, a good-hearted person and a strong person who picked me up and brought me there. From that day, we became friends. We started talking to each other every day. And one day in the college library, he told me that he fell in love with me. I was very happy. But then what I was afraid of happened. Lily saw me with him and told me to stay away from him. She said, "I want everything that I like. And now I like Arthur. If you don't listen to me, I will tell him your truth and then he will leave you like Alan." So I became very worried because that was my fear and I was very afraid. I didn't know what to do. One day Arthur asked me to go to see a movie and I refused because I was very much afraid because of Lily's threat that she had given. And now I told Lily that she got what she wanted. You know, I didn't want to do it at all. And then I fell in love with him as well. She had told Arthur about my reality. He would have left me. It was better than I would have told him everything myself. But there was the courage in me. I told him in college that I don't want to be with him is not right. According to me, I didn't like people like you while it was completely false. So he called me many times and he asked me what happened to me suddenly. But I did not answer. It was very difficult and painful for me. I cried day and night because I was in love with him. And my mother said that his family is very good. And if I like him, then she could have arranged my relationship with him. I had many dreams. But like every time Lily had came in the middle of these dreams after giving me pain, she could not digest her food. After a few days, I saw Lily hovering around her. She was always with him and sat with him in the class. Now he is not even looking at me. My heart was broken and it was going to happen to me again. What happened once before I could not do anything because I was afraid of my fear, and those who are afraid of fear never do anything, can't find either, you know. And one day something happened and I was shocked and confused. I was going to college and someone pulled me into the dark room. I was very scared because I couldn't see anything, closed my eyes. I don't know who he was, my eyes and my head, both of them were shaking, my ears heard Arthur's voice. He said, "Don't be afraid, it's me." And I opened up my eyes. He was in front of me. He said he knew everything about me. I was shocked. Who told all this? So he told me that after you broke up with me the next day, I got a call from your sister's number and she said that she wanted to meet me and want to tell me how suddenly your attitude changed towards me. But she was in some plan of her own. She tried to put strings on me. She tried to seduce me until you think she tried too much. But I told her that I love you and that's made her so angry that she told me everything about you. And now I know everything about you, but I still love you and I want to marry you. I had tears of joy in my eyes hearing that. I couldn't believe it was all happening to me, that he was the most handsome boy in college. And when I had a rash and fell in love with me, it was really strange and unique. The next day we were together and the whole college came to know that now we are in a relationship with each other. When Lee came to know we're going to get married soon, she became very angry, but she cannot do anything. We were sitting together till our college was completed. And after that day, till marriage, loved me very much. And now that was the situation and not his family. As I said that till marriage, no one should know that I have this situation and not his family, not even his friends, because it was necessary, because he was also under pressure from society. He loved me. His family didn't love. So I had to support them anyway. Life had hid it secret for 1.5 years and could have had it. But I had been doing this for so many years that no one knew that I had a disease. Arthur told me that once we got married, I will take you away from this country where no one will know us and when you won't need to hide from anyone, and we can live all of our life together. I was very happy with this. I was thinking that now everything will be fine. I will not have to wear makeup for the rest of my life. But in a few days, I could continue this lie until the day of the wedding came. I was very well dressed and looked very cute and was about to sign the marriage certificate. Lily did a very strange thing. I silence with the silence before the storm, and I couldn't even imagine that she could do this to me. She came near me and poured a bucket of water on me in front of everyone. All my makeup came off and my real self came in front of everyone, and not only in front of some people but also in front of Arthur's family, in front of my family. And that was a big problem. On the wedding day, I was very embarrassed. I hit my face with both of my hands. Everyone was looking at me in surprise. Everyone started talking to me. Someone said that it is an infectious disease. Someone said that it is a punishment for my mistake. And someone called me a cheater. Even my parents started telling stories. My mother was also standing with her head bowed and Lady was laughing. She was successful in her plan and she was sure that everything would be ruined after that. And then something happened that surprised everyone. Arthur immediately signed the marriage contract and asked me to do it too. And then everyone was surprised to hear him say such a thing. He said that now she's my wife. That's why I will not let anyone who speaks against her life. And the second thing I want to explain to all of you is that you are listening carefully today. Beauty is not related to outward appearance but to heart and morals. And according to this account, Mina is the most beautiful girl in this world and Lily is the ugliest girl in this world. Everyone was aware of what she did to me. They knew that she was a stubborn girl. No one liked her either, but Alan also came there. He said that she cheated on me too and talked about marriage with. And I felt that now that will not support me. But I was surprised when everyone was bad at Lily and said that it is her fault. She was done wrong. Her father also took action and said that she's not here anymore. They sent her out of the country to a school where spoiled children were sent. It was a school for spoiled brats. She was very embarrassed in front of everyone and never came back. She married someone there. Maybe that was her punishment and I and Arthur are still together. Our life is going well. We didn't have to leave the city because you know, all knew my truth and I had nothing to hide from anyone. Now, I do as much makeup as Arthur likes and I'm very happy with him.